Good afternoon. It is April 29, 2026, and it's Wednesday. Here in Sherbrooke, it is currently 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The winter is over. Here in Sherbrooke, the sun this morning rose at 5:39 a.m. It will set at 7:51 p.m. We are quickly approaching an 8 p.m. sunset. That's 14 hours and 12 minutes of sunlight. I'm restarting this video after 20 minutes because I was just going off on. I was talking about religious laws in Quebec. Okay, let me just restart and just try to make this video because I would like to go outside because it is beautiful outside. And I've been feeling sort of fucking crazy today and very anxious. I almost had a panic attack at the grocery store earlier today, but that was, I think, mainly due to the fact that I have not been eating enough over the past few days. So I also would like to cook some dinner tonight. Make myself some pasta. I've been really into pasta over the past few weeks. So I've also got some stuff to make burritos tomorrow. Unfortunately, tomorrow I won't have time to do it tonight. I'm trying to find a bike, and it's really difficult to do so, at least so far I've found, using Facebook Marketplace, which is what most people use to buy and sell used goods here in Sherbrooke. Because, okay, so let's look at the fundamental sort of pieces of information that can help determine whether or not somebody's going to want to buy a bicycle. So, of course, there's going to be the type of bike. So, a road bike, a mountain bike, a hybrid, a fixed-geared bike. The price, arguably, the first or second most important thing. But then there's one piece of information that throughout the dozens of ads selling used bikes, which is omitted, which, I'm partly surprised because it just seems like such a fundamental, crucial piece of information. I'm just surprised that it wouldn't be there, but also we're talking about human beings here, and it's not surprising that people don't really, that people will post something on the internet without having fully thought out their post, words. Anyway, and that is the size of the frame. Because although, to get the ideal frame size, there are different measurements that can be done, right? It's not just a person's height; it can be length of legs and all these things. But it seems like a pretty important thing because, nobody's going to want to buy a bike that is too big for them or too small for them. And yet, the vast majority of these dozens of ads do not include this information. Or, it's sort of puzzling, will include the size of the wheels. I don't really know much about bikes, but it seems like that's not necessarily relevant information. At least it's much less important than the size of the frame. And so I've been looking at so many ads, and I just don't have the patience to just try to contact all these people to ask them, can you please tell me what the size of your fucking bike is? Because I'd like to buy it if it's the right size. But I'm standby for one that might be sold, might not be sold. If it isn't, I'm going to buy it. It's a great deal. And then also on Saturday, there is an event at a local thrift store, which apparently is a pretty big event that happens every year, where they have good deals on bikes. But the issue is that I would have to get there very early, and I work till 11 p.m. the night before, and I probably have to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning, which sucks. But I have a friend of mine who might go with me, and I think I would have to go with somebody because I know so little about bikes that it would be very difficult for me to determine what would be good. But the one that I'm waiting on Facebook Marketplace, I sent it to my friend, and then he called me, and he's like, you need to buy this bike. This is a really good deal. Because, I went to Lennoxville with that friend on Monday, it was so nice out that we biked to Lennoxville, and I borrowed one of his bikes. And I had so much fun that I decided I really need to buy a bicycle. I hadn't biked in over a decade, mainly because I'm just really afraid of biking in the city because it's scary and dangerous. And I'm really afraid of getting hit by a car. And also, I don't really know the protocol. I guess it's just something that I have to do, but because I tend to avoid things that I'm afraid of, I just haven't done it. And then also, like, not long after I got here, I bought a really, really nice bike. It cost me like almost $1,000 because I was like, I'm going to buy the nicest bike I can and I'll bike everywhere. And then I never wanted to bike anywhere because I was so afraid of my very expensive bike getting stolen. So I eventually just ended up selling it for like half the price I paid for it without using it at all. So now I want to get a cheap bike. Anyway, I hope to have a bike soon. I've been feeling sort of stuck here in Sherbrooke since I don't have a car or a bike. And the only place I go really is I'll go to Drummondville sometimes for work, or I'll go to Montreal. But to have the freedom to just be like, all right, I'm just going to go somewhere else in Estrie. I'll go to Lennoxville. I'll go to fucking wherever. It doesn't matter. To have the freedom to just go somewhere else that I haven't been before, especially when it's so nice outside. It really did something to me emotionally that I want to access again. What else? Okay, without going into the whole like rant I was going on, I did see something really, really. You know what? I'm not even gonna get into this. It doesn't really matter. So I want to go outside. I've been feeling fucking crazy and like antsy and agitated, and I can't concentrate. My Tourette's is really bad today, and so I did. I have these new shoes that my aunt bought me that are so nice. These nice lower leather shoes are so comfortable. I haven't worn them yet because I have to like do a treatment on them to waterproof them and all this stuff. And I just didn't do it because I was so afraid of fucking it up because I had some like conflicting information. There's no instructions really on the sort of little kit that was bought alongside it. But I watched a couple videos and I'm fairly certain that I did it correctly. And now the waterproofing part is drying, then I'll do the treatment. So I did that, which is good. I have stuff to make pasta tonight, which I'm really excited about. I work tomorrow morning, and then Friday morning, and then I have a really long day on Friday. Start work at 7 a.m. and work at 11 p.m. But two different jobs. Today I'm thinking about Kate LeBon of Wales that I recently got into. I'm surprised I didn't talk about in one of the intermittent weather reports that I've been putting out. I really want to leave, so I won't get too into it. It's just a really, really good song. I've got it stuck in my head. I love Aldous Harding. And I'd heard some Kate LeBon, but for some reason it didn't click. And now I get where Aldous Harding was getting a lot of her inspiration from, including the fact that H. Hawkline, who is in Aldous Harding's band, and I think they're in a relationship, him and Aldous Harding, at least were, but I'm pretty sure they are. He played for Kate LeBon, and Kate LeBon produced some of his albums. And I think they were in a relationship at some point. Anyway, that's not really relevant. But Kate LeBon is great. I haven't gotten into her latest album, but I think I just need to spend more time with it. But this is from the album. What the fuck is it called? 1 second. Reward. reward. Also really like Pompeii. Also really like Mug Museum. Sorry, just because I got like really into her and then got a little overloaded and then stopped, and I'm going back to it. But yeah, Mug Museum, Crab Day. Actually, they're all great. Pompeii is really good too. But yeah, the latest one, Michelangelo Dying, stylistically is quite different from the rest. This song is so good. I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. She's such a good lyricist, I think, but I never understand what she's talking about. Her lyrics are very abstract. This song is quite catchy, but one thing that I do want to point out about Kate LeBon, I'm pretty sure she composes and records the bass on her albums. At least, for example, Pompeii, I know. Let me just see here. Okay, well, maybe on Reward it's Stephen Black. But yeah, the bass on her songs is so good. And I love the bass line here. And that's sort of like second half instrumental outro. It's a weird song, but it's very good. So check it out. Later today, it's gonna start going down steadily. Down to 15 degrees Celsius, 58 degrees Fahrenheit around sunset, going all the way down to 11 degrees Celsius, 51 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not that cold, but it's still, still chopping the degrees Celsius in half. I'm gonna go outside while it's still relatively warm, and then I'm gonna cook. And finish doing the treatment on my shoes. Everyone, have a great and hopefully warm rest of your day.